But first, in recent times, we have created this very anti-Australian, knee-jerk industry in this country. It is the instant ability to take offence. People take offence at just about everything, the tiniest of things. Words expressed by almost anyone in the process of breaking down a subject or expressing an opinion are so often used to pillory and even abuse the speaker. How dare you say that? We hear all the time. That's racist, you grub, is another very popular on social media. Or what a male chauvinist he is. Lots of that from very aggressive feminists. And way too often, the speech that they're referring to is innocuous. And way too often, free speech in this country, therefore, comes at a price to those who dare make the speech or have something to say. And where this becomes anti-Australian, and I mean that, is how people take offence when Australians dare express sarcasm or use wit or humour to make a point. This is such an Aussie thing to do, taking the mickey out of someone or using exaggeration to criticise someone else. We're known worldwide for that. Well, we were. Comedians know how powerful the offence industry has become and how they've smothered being funny. And last week was a classic example. In an attempt to goad Labor's Treasury spokesman Jim Chalmers during question time on Thursday, the Treasurer Josh Frydenberg made some very, very entertaining references to the opposition using yoga and meditation to come up with their idea of pursuing a New Zealand-style well-being budget. What the hell is a well-being budget anyway? And the whole image of a well-being budget to me conjures up images of Peter Sellers doing his best Birdie Num Num impression.
I was thinking yesterday, as the member for Rankin was coming into the chamber, fresh from his ashram deep in the mountains of the Himalayas, barefoot into the chamber, robes flowing, incense burning, beads in one hand, well-being budget in the other, I thought to myself, what would the yoga position that the member for Rankin would assume? Was it position number 5? The downward dog, Mr. Speaker? No. Was it position number 6? The reclining pigeon, Mr. Speaker? No. Position number 7, Mr. Speaker. The twisted deer, Mr. Speaker. But then the vision came to me. Through the incense, Mr. Speaker. What was the position? Number 8. It was the sleeping swan.
No, the Treasurer will...
Now, that was funny. It was genuinely funny. And surprisingly, from Josh Frydenberg, who plays it pretty straight. But he nailed the point precisely. But Labor Senator Christina Keneally, who wasn't even in the House of Reps for the Treasurer's routine, got very offended. She tweeted, "Hinduism is the fastest growing religion in Australia. Today, Josh Frydenberg used it as the butt of his political jokes. That's disrespectful, full stop. And especially when the Morrison government is trying to convince faith groups of the merits of its draft religious discrimination bill." And then today on Sky News, the butt of Josh's performance, Jim Chalmers, had this to say.
Oh, look, I think if the community is concerned, then Josh Frydenberg should engage with the community. That would be the decent thing to do.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Offended by that? Apologise? Are they serious? They must have been serious. But just when you thought that these attacks might ignite some kind of pylon, which often happens, a very unholy war between the Treasurer and Australian Hindus, well, this came through over the weekend from the Confederation of Indian Association, Inc. It said, it's very clear from the Treasurer's comments, they were not aimed at the Hindu faith, but rather best about neo-hippie financial theories. No apology is required, nor has any offence been taken by the Indian community. And the same was stated by the Victorian branch of the Federation of Indian Associations, a different mob. No offence taken. Move on. Wouldn't it be good to go back to the way Australia used to be, where we took the mickey out of not only adversaries, but even our good mates, in a witty and sometimes very cheeky Australian way, and we all had a giggle, we didn't automatically take offence, and we got on with life? I think Australians, seriously, are very tired of public figures in particular taking fake offence and using every nit-picking opportunity to score points. Harden up take a joke and stop wasting our time.